I'm going to tell you guys a story of how I took an English test that I needed to graduate, and I failed it and I passed it. And here's what I did. So, in Canada where I am, or wherever it is, I have to take a test to graduate high school, okay? Set the story up, boom, boom. I have to take a literacy test to graduate, and you gotta take that in grade 10. Most people, my OGs, they know that. Many people don't, but there's a test I have to take to pass to get to graduation as an English test, alright? Back in grade 9, my English skills are not really the best. I like writing. I like it a bit, but I don't. But my writing skills is not the greatest, okay? I'm not the greatest speaker. I'm not the greatest essayist. I'm not the greatest writer of them all, alright? And my English skills, I'll give it like rating. I'll give it like a 7 out of 10, but I'm not the greatest writer here, okay? So, grade 9, I took applied English. I did very well in that. I think I got 80 or something, and it was based off applied English, so cool. But I took a step up and went to academic, which is like the highest, second highest level, I think, for courses. I'm in the grade 10 year. I get prepared for a test. I take it over time, and I start prepping in December, and a test is like in March. So, okay. So I take my preparation. I do the mock exams. You know, I didn't really pass before, and then I didn't really pass the mock exam in grade 10 or whatever. And then it was whoop whoop whoop. They were kind of picky, but yeah. So I took a test in grade 10, and there's a problem. Okay, so the night before the test, I'm gonna get right to the point, though. My grandma, I think, came from vacation that time when I was in grade 10, and she came back, and then she had something wrong with her. I think it was a pneumonia or something, and she was in the hospital. She had to get radiation on her neck, so it was a lot. I thought it'd be a good surgery. I thought it'd be a good procedure. I thought I could help her out, but apparently she almost got to a point where she couldn't breathe. Okay, and it got very hard, and you know, they tried the radiation, whatever, on her neck, because her neck was they swelled her neck. That's how bad it was, to cure whatever she had. And yeah, she was in the hospital for about almost a month or so. And then it came to a point on the last day before the test, and you know, I'm prepping, and it's game time, and then I get a call from my parents saying we gotta go to the hospital. Okay, the reason why, because she's on I think she had a radiation on her neck, and then she almost couldn't breathe. Y'all like, oh shit now. But you know, I stayed in the hospital at night. I couldn't study. I had my book. Like, pretend let's say chat, it's my book. Like, you know, I tried my books, took my notes, I tried to study. I couldn't study because I was in the hospital till like about 10, 11 o'clock, and I was so stressed. I lay there until 12 to study, and I was confident I would pass it. And then, you know, I didn't really worry about it. And then the next day, test day, all right? You know, I wake up, I think I slept all right. The next day, I took my test. I go in the test room, and then I think I had a scrub at the time because I was on a combination for a test. And I think it went very well, but I think there were two factors of a test. I think there was like an essay, and there was a multiple choice, and then there was a short answer. So how I took the test first, I think I did all my short answers first, and then my long answers, and then like whatever report was on the test. And then I did a multiple choice last because you had bubbling it in. And then I think I had like about the whole day to do a test, alright? So I knocked the essay out, I knocked the long thing out. The first thing I did was the short answers first, because it's like minimum, I get to do like a little bit of answers. And then, yeah, I knocked that out, boom, boom. And then I did my multiple choice, and I think I did the long part either I had to come back for it in the beginning because I stopped myself, so I just did a test as I went. And then, you know, I did it very well. I got the long portion done the first time, and then the second time I got the short answers pretty much done. When the test was about to finish, you know, bubbling answers. And then I had a rush because at almost the end of the day, I took too long to do a test. I was bubbling answers. And then it came to a point where I missed out on some answers, which led to me getting some zeros. So for a test, if you're all wondering what you need to pass, it was a 300, and I'll get to my score later. So, you know, I did it. I thought I was finished, and then apparently when I look at the test, apparently rushing. And, you know, I had my test. I think I'll do good, and I just, you know, I had to struggle and just do whatever and just get the test results, get the test done. And then, you know, I submitted my test. I'm like, you know, I did all right, but I think I submitted most. I should have passed. Then I did a test. I submitted my test, and then following results later, I get the results that I failed. And flashback to that time I was with my grandma, she was okay. Thank God she's at the hospital, but it led to her passing like last year, but I'll talk about, that's not something to talk about, but I got the score of 280, okay? You know, I was very pissed because you don't pass that. It's a requirement for graduation. You know, I was kind of frustrated, I was kind of upset, and, you know, I was kind of hard on myself, but there was a reason to do that, so, you know, I got my test score, and my question is now, when will I do it again? Because you have to pass that test once. Thank God I was in grade 10, I didn't take summer school, I just, you know, did what I did, and then did my summer class or I didn't do the course because I was too overweighted by it. And I said to myself, I'm going to take the test again the next year and prepare. So the next year going through that, I took the test, I took the test again. I prepped a little bit less, but I prepped a lot because I had strict and pushed me to help me prep. And, you know, I did my preparation, I did my quiz, I did my practice tests. I think I did okay. And, you know, back in the test room, I did a test again at a different scribe. Basically, on a test, I had a scribe, I'm not gonna say who the scribe was, and I got it done. Whoever the scribe was, we got it done. And I got everything done in time, and I was done by like 2 o'clock. And then, yeah, I think I did very well next time. I took class whatever to prep, and yeah, it wasn't really hard, and then I passed, and the score I got, guess what score I got with chat? Yes, I got, the score I got was 320 out of 400. So that was like about a 75-80% that I need to pass, so that's very great. And so I'm rambling off, going through the videos quickly, and I don't really remember in my head, so if y'all can bear with me. And I don't know if it'll be edited, I might edit a little bit, but, you know, in life, bro, there's always fears you have to face. In every test, bro, a failed test will not determine your desire, bro. A test is just making sure and testing your knowledge. It won't lead to a fact on the wrong one unless it's a big test you gotta take later. There'll always be another test. There'll always be another mock exam. There'll always be this. There'll always be that. There'll always be a project you gotta finish. And you just gotta move inside and just keep taking your attempts on tests, bro. Because every time you take a test, when you study hard, and that information you get will then go away later. But that's a success story of how I took a test and I failed it the first time and I passed it and bombed it the next time. So if you are new, be sure to like this video, and we're close to 100 subscribers. And, you know, tests right now, I know they're very hard for everybody. I'm not the greatest at writing tests, but the more you study, the more you write, the more you do, you'll get better at it. If you want to do a video on a studying technique I do all the time in high school, let me know. I'll do a video on that. And it's your boy Keem, and I'm out, man. These are my 2 videos for today, and I'm out. Peace.